Thank you for tuning in on part 2 of Legalizing Marijuana. My name is Edward, and I am the creator of the Jack Files. This is part 2. I didn't think I could get it done in the first one, and I was right. I was giving examples earlier about one, how weed was, in the beginning, made illegal. It was to prosecute Mexican immigrants. That the U.S. military does not care that people are using marijuana because it makes them docile. And that's actually true. If you actually look at about all the things the U.S. military could do, they could do almost anything if they put their minds to it. They can put thousands of people doing one job. If they wanted to build a wall tomorrow to separate Mexico and America, if they put the U.S. military on it, I guarantee you that wall will be built by the end of the year. They could put that many people to build that fucker. Okay, and then about how how weed is done in Amsterdam. A lot of people don't know that you can only smoke it at home and in sanctioned areas. Outside those areas, you can be arrested for smoking marijuana. I mean, that's how their laws are, and how we should actually be looking at these particular laws and establishments when we try to legalize marijuana here. Now, a lot of companies would fight legalizing marijuana. There's no bullshit about that. No bullshit about that. There are a lot of companies that would, if marijuana was made legal tomorrow, would fight it, saying it was harmful, children, but any kind of list of things. But if marijuana was made legal tomorrow, it would probably follow the same guidelines as liquor. You would have to be 21 years old to buy it. Now, do I think we should legalize marijuana and sell it in convenience stores? No, I do not. I think that it would be reckless and harmful to the public if it was sold in such a manner. It would, because there would always be people that would buy it at convenience stores and turn around and sell it to underage children. What I think should happen, my opinion, is that we should follow California's, actually Amsterdam's original laws when it comes to marijuana. The ones that California seems to be using now when they issue that medical card. Okay, let's be honest. I've read online that there are dozens of doctors now assigning medical marijuana cards. There are not that many people that need medical marijuana. Because let's break it down. People with glaucoma and cancer require marijuana as part of their medication. But other than that, nobody really needs it. Nobody really needs it. But it's a way for California to turn around and make money off of something they know that people want. When you go and get a medical marijuana card, you have to talk to a doctor. I know a lot of these idiots aren't stupid. I know that people are buying them just to turn around and smoke weed. But when you buy it, your name goes into a system. It goes into a government database, and they know who you are. They know where you live. They know your car. They know the model of your car, your phone number, social security number. They know where you've gone to buy it, and where you smoke it, basically at home or at these areas, these little hash clubs that they have. The reason why they do that is because they want to keep track of who's smoking it. And I think that's the responsible thing to do. I think if we actually legalize marijuana, that's something that you should do. I know some people are thinking, well, what the fuck? I thought this guy said they should legalize marijuana. Yes, I think they should legalize it, but much like alcohol, it needs to be controlled because it technically can be harmful. I do not think that it's legal. It would be responsible of us as a people to say marijuana is legal and then allow people to smoke and drive, because the number of auto accidents and even deaths will increase dramatically within the first year. And I think it would be irresponsible of us to allow that to happen. I think that we should follow California's idea, and the government should turn around and use this as a way to make money off of marijuana. And I guarantee you, the moment they said marijuana was legal, and they got a bunch of people together as farmers for marijuana, drug trade for that particular drug would drop off. It would drop off considerably. We would no longer have to waste manpower out. Man hours. Cops would no longer have to be looking for people that grow houses, like on the TV show Weeds. There would be no reason for cops to do that anymore because it would be completely legal. It would be legal for you to grow it without a government-sanctioned license. But other than that, it would be perfectly fine. And I think that's actually a smart thing to do. I think it would actually be a smart thing to do because they would cut back on so many problems the cops would have about looking for grow houses left and right. If they made it legalized, the cops would be able to save thousands, maybe, no, fuck that, millions of dollars every year, saving them problems of going to look for and investigating, all these tips about where grow houses are at. And I think that'd be a way to save taxpayer money. And I think that's what people at California actually realized when they started legalizing marijuana to be bought with medical cards. What they should do is just basically do away with the medical cards and say, look, here's what you should do. You come to us, the government, you fill out an application for a marijuana card. If the card is issued to you, because there's some people that should not be getting marijuana cards. I mean, let's be honest. There are certain people that should not be getting them in the first place. And when you get the marijuana card, you're allowed to buy, from certain sanctioned areas, and you can smoke at home. You can smoke in these sanctioned areas. You can smoke at home, and more importantly, you pay taxes. Okay, you pay taxes for that weed, and you have to pay monthly to keep that card. I mean, not an astronomical price or anything. I'm just saying like $50 a month to have the legal right to smoke weed, to carry it on you, but not smoke in public like they do in Amsterdam. You can't smoke in public. Just like Amsterdam says, you can't smoke in public. You cannot operate machinery, weapons, or any kind of that bullshit while you're smoking marijuana, because the chances of you having an accident, causing other people to have accidents, and more importantly, killing people or killing yourself by accident will increase dramatically if you are on weed and allowed to be traveling in public. These are the things people need to realize when they talk about legalizing marijuana. I am not a fucking burnout like some people are. Okay, I am someone that hasn't smoked marijuana in a while, at least a year. The last time I did it, I got so violent and paranoid that they literally threw me in a pool to pull me back. But I mean, I'm looking at basic facts here. Legalizing marijuana and doing these little things that I've said will increase taxes to any state and the national government by considerable millions. There are literally tens of millions of people in this country that smoke marijuana, and they could help our government by paying taxes to be allowed to smoke that. Farmers, people that petition to grow marijuana, would actually be paying taxes and hiring people, and therefore creating and establishing a more stabilized government. The economy would increase by people that actually got permission to grow marijuana. I mean, these are some of the things people need to look at. Rather than think, okay, I get high, I'm looking at it as a way to actually introduce it to society in a legalized, responsible manner. And I think that's what people need to realize when they talk about legalizing marijuana. Don't think about it as a personal, I can't get high, everything like that. Things can happen if we just throw it out into the market. It needs to be controlled, it needs to be law-abiding, and more importantly, it needs to be done in a way to help the government. That way they can see that people want to buy it, help their government, pay taxes, get new jobs. I mean, think about all these little things when you talk about legalizing marijuana, because I thought about them when other people told me they want marijuana to be legal. Alright, thank you for paying attention. If you have any kind of feedback, I'd be more than glad to listen to you. I always put my email addresses when I put up the files. Thank you for paying attention. This is part 2 of Legalizing Marijuana on the Jack Files. My name's Edward, and I'm the creator. Don't forget, this is all about freedom of speech. Remember, if you do not use your freedom of speech, somebody else might take it away. Peace.